So he's got a shot in the head, he's not going to get any men's but he's got to
Okay, hold on. Workshop, because it was set. Basically, you were out. You didn't have to go into the shop. So.
Right, so what you need to do is put it in, because you've got to push it one way.
So it's a bit beyond us at the moment.
But if you work out...
So tiny. Yeah. Sorry, so bad. It's an 8-gauge senior allowance, absolutely stunning. And I thought if you were doing English, you might. It's really good, definitely good stuff. That's all right, no worries. Well, it's not quite yet. You can get class organised with. How often does it go?
Every 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Well,
German.
10 minutes.
We'll come German. We'll come back then. Come back in a few minutes. Yeah. Oh, that's Tracy Island, isn't it? That's the Tracy Island Town.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll try and keep some of them just because of time. When it's easy to go. It is a very long list, yeah.
Yeah, you guys clear line.
Fuck, it's not getting sick. Space coming through.
button to start. Oh, so that.
Get the grass down.
Oh, train's broken down. Over there, I got the train through.
Watch improve down. Watch improve. What's wrong with it?
What is that?
Cement site. Also, what someone to do, you know,
Have a good day.
Anything with anyone.
Because it's not decorated yet.
It's the one that's hardest to read. Enough to, too much stuff in the way.
Yeah. Oh, we're here. We're all here. Babbling us. We're always here. Yeah, we're all here. Yeah, shows.
Okay, so it's been a few days since I've visited the Great Electric Train Show at Milton Keynes at the Marshall Arena, or GETS as it is also known as. And I plan to get this video uploaded a lot sooner than it has been, so I do apologise about that, but you can probably just see the remnants of my incident. So when I returned home after the show, I thought, yes, I'm going to get out here, get all the footage uploaded and film a little end segment. But after having some tea and we've finished eating and emptying the dishwasher and such, I was emptying the dishwasher and I left a cupboard door open. I went to get down to a lower cupboard, put something in it and stood back up, and I absolutely headbutted a cupboard door, hence the scratch, which for the size of it, it was bleeding quite a lot. I haven't had to have stitches or anything, but yeah, after that I didn't really feel like recording a video, so here we are. But you know, things happen for a reason. It's given me a few days to reflect on how I sort of, you know, feel about the show itself, the good points, the bad points, and sort of what you can expect. So let's get into it now. Now, I will say it was a great show. Really enjoyed catching up with everybody at Hornby magazine, as well as a few manufacturers such as like Hornby, the Akira scale stand, Revolution Trains, Cavalix. Really great to have a little talk about upcoming projects that they have, as well as some of the pre-order items that I have. So if you want to have a guess at what I've got on order, because I've got quite a few now. But yeah, it was great to talk about a bit more detail about what to expect from the models, as well as having a look at the pre-production samples. So yeah, that was really fantastic and great bunch of people, and you know, always happy to have a talk. In terms of layouts, absolutely stunning layouts. I mean, obviously we had the Pete Waterman's Making Tracks 4, which was the expansion of the Watford Junction. So I saw it at the NEC and it was a little bit bare bones back then. Obviously it's been up to Chester Cathedral since then. And in 4 weeks time from them exhibiting it there to bringing it back down here, it's changed even further. So it changed up at Chester Cathedral. They'd added the sort of steel sort of overhead bits. I don't really know what you call it, but the cutting, where they got the steel bars over the top. That was really fascinating piece of architecture, and looks amazing in model form, as well as obviously you can buy now a segment of it from the Key Model World shop. So I'm tempted to sort of get one just to add to my layouts, because I think it would add a little bit of interesting point, although it doesn't have any thematic purpose to the region that I sort of am looking at. I just think it looks cool, but yeah, you know what I mean. And obviously the office blocks, you almost forget that the railway is actually there when you're looking at the office blocks, because sorry, the flats, block of flats. It's not offices, there's just like a skyscraper, but it's incredible like how much they tower over the layout with the trees, and then you sort of just get a glimpse of a train running past. So it's absolutely fantastic. Definitely well worth going and visiting, and certainly, you know, had a brief sort of chat with Pete again. So he's such a lovely guy, and will always make time for you if you can catch him. In terms of layouts that were there exhibiting, my favourites were, there was like a scrapyard. It was like an end-to-end layout, but it was really cool because they got obviously a load of, what seemed to be anyway, a load of old tooled Lima and Hornby locomotives that they used for the scenery, like the bodywork and everything on there, as well as they've had a few that they've sort of, I think, taken the motors out of so they could use them as like a coach as such, attach them to a more modern tooling locomotive, weather them up, and it almost looks like a train is, or a locomotive, sorry, is dragging off a few locomotives for scrap. So that was really cool to see, and yeah, it's just a fantastic layout. I got a little bit of footage of it in action, But yeah, it's just fantastic. You know, the imagination that's gone into that layout. It was really, really great. But my overall favourite was the direct rail service depot that was set at night time, as well as it was autumn as well. So scenery wise, you've got the locomotives that, as they're passing by, you've got the lights on them that light up the scenery as they go past. You've got all the street lights and the depot lighting itself, lighting up little bits of cameos, as well as the actual scenery around it. As well as the autumn setting is really, really interesting. So it's made me think about my own layout. Do I want to have it as a summer layout, or should I do it more as an autumn setting? Because I really love the blends of reds, oranges, greens, browns that sort of make up that autumn setting, and it seems a lot more colourful, a lot more is going on. And although it's like dark, because it sort of had this overhead, just like almost like a box really that went over the top, so it made it really, really dark over the top, really like a nighttime layout should be. But even still, you could still see all the colour in the trees and the bushes, and it just looked fantastic. So yeah, food for thought. Do I have a summer layout, or should I go more down an autumn layout? Because it did look really, really interesting. It's sort of where I get a little bit now to negative side. I unfortunately couldn't visit on the Saturday, which is usually what I do when I go to a lot of these exhibitions, you know, try and get there on the first day. But unfortunately, due to a few circumstances, I could have picked whichever day I wanted to around work-wise. But down to travelling, I was originally going to get the train down, but from my local station where I am to get there was going to cost nearly £200. Looking at £197 return fee for 2 people, which is a lot of money. And the reason I sort of looked at that is because it's on the West Coast Main Line. I'm on the East Coast Main Line, so there's no direct rail service for me. I've got to change either trains in London and then come back up to Milton Keynes, or I had to go to Birmingham and then change and then go to Milton Keynes. So yeah, there was no way around it, so I didn't really fancy doing that, and I thought certainly on a busier day, it just sounds like, you know, one missed train and I'm in disaster, as well as obviously the expense as well. I was just not prepared to fork out that much money. So yeah, I ended up opting for Sunday instead, because there's a football game on the Saturday. They said there'd be no parking, so driving was the option. Sunday's my only option, therefore. I will say drive down was absolutely fine, straight down the M1. No issues getting to it whatsoever. Parking wise, absolutely fine. There was ample parking there. It was done on an app, and I will say pretty decent price as well. I paid for an all-day ticket. Well, you essentially pick how many hours, but I sort of went for, we arrived just after 10 o'clock and I paid till about 4 o'clock. So it's about, what, 6 hours-ish, no, about 8 hours, yeah. So yeah, anyway, car park, absolutely fine. It cost me £5 for that ticket, which I don't think was a bad pricing at all. And there we go, we went in. That was absolutely fine. Now, the only thing I didn't realise about Sunday's ticket, and it's certainly nothing to put down on Key Model World at all, is that children under 15 get in free. So I didn't really realise that, but it was incredibly busy on Sunday, and you know, absolutely love the fact that children can get in. You know, they're getting the interest in. But in terms of volume of people, there was a lot in there, and I thought in terms of the way that it was spread out in the room, I thought at the NEC there was a lot more room available, so you could get past people, and it was just a little bit on the crowded side for my liking. I mean, you'll see in the footage that you've just watched that it was very hard to film layouts, and I know that's not the purpose of why I'm there, but I sort of got to the point where I decided to put the camera away and literally just enjoy the show, because from where I could view it, people just kept pushing in front of you. There were lots of people, you know, you just couldn't get close to a layout enough to film it. So I just got to the point, put the camera away, just enjoy the layout, which I mean, I guess is the point. And I'm certainly not moaning about that in a sense, but I'd say, you know, if you're wanting to get a really good look at the layout, sometimes it was just a little bit on the harder side. Even in terms of a viewing point towards the end, I was like, there was some layouts I've completely missed. I didn't even get to see because I generally just missed them because there were that many people looking at it. And it sort of gets to the point with the retailers as well. I think that a lot of the better stuff got picked over on the Saturday, and it's certainly looking around, I didn't buy anything this time at all because I didn't find anything that took my fancy. But yeah, that's the only really negative side that I can come across, is just the sheer busyness, which is a great thing for model railways. But in terms of enjoying the exhibition, I felt a little bit rushed when I was looking, because I was like, oh, have a quick look, move out the way so somebody else can have a look. And I wanted to sort of take my time a little bit more, but I just sort of felt that little bit of pressure. And it's the same, you know, we're talking to the retailers. They certainly made a really, really great time of making time to talk to you. But as a manufacturer, you know, I felt the same sort of pressure. Is like, oh, somebody else is behind me waiting to talk to them. I'll leave them be and, you know, let them get on with the job. So yeah, great for the people that did take the chance to talk to me, but certainly I just felt that little bit of rushed. And I don't know if it's just me, but certainly, you know, if you drop it down in the comments down below if you sort of felt that way as well, that you've sort of felt a bit pushed on as such. But in terms of getting back to it, there was some fantastic layouts, and I will say it was a great show. I'm glad I've experienced it, but for me personally, I'll probably stick to maybe going to the NEC instead, and going to the Key Model World Live and enjoying it there. Just I thought it was a little bit more spread out and a little bit more able to get around the layouts a lot easier. So yeah, that's just my hot take on it as such. In terms of projects that I got to see, there's some really, really great stuff on the way. My personal favourite that I was looking at was by Revolution Trains, the class, is it the class 99? Yep, class 99 in the GBRF rail freight livery. I think it looks absolutely stunning for a new locomotive, and it's great that someone's managed to jump on it straight away. You know, I'm really, really looking forward to it. I haven't got one on pre-order as of yet, because I don't believe they're actually out for pre-order yet. But yeah, it's definitely something that's going on my Christmas list. I know the two liveries, they've got the GBRF blue, but they've also got a black one, and I think that looks immensely like really incredible. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. That's probably the one I'm going to go for if they are doing it. So yeah, you know, let me know if that's something you want me to try and get hold of. But yeah, I definitely will be getting one. But yeah, other than that, that's my take on the Great Electric Train Show. I'm not saying I'll never go again. I'm glad I've experienced it, but yeah, Sunday was a little bit busy for me, and I think should I ever go again, I'll probably go on the Saturday. Possibly might even go down on the Friday night and stay there so I can get there early doors. That way I can get in and, you know, do some filming or just get to experience it a little bit before the whole footfall of the later day comes in, because by the time we got there, it was just after 10 o'clock and there was a lot of people already in there. So yeah, I think I might try and get there for opening doors. But yeah, that is everything from me today, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of the Great Electric Train Show 2024. If you have, don't forget to hit me a thumbs up if you have, and drop a comment down below. What was your favourite layout at the show? Did you get to visit? Did you buy anything? What was your favourite thing that you saw there? So I'd like to know that. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It's free to do so, so you know, you don't have to do anything other than click it. But it massively helps my channel out, helps me out, gets me more recognition for my videos, and helps a broader community of model railway fans find my content. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and you'll get to stay tuned for more videos. So take care everyone, hope you've had a nice week. Bye bye.